official language spoken in this country is Mandarin. But you know that there's actually a total of 56 different ethnic groups in this country. And that's why it's so actually very interesting to travel in this country, because there's such a multiplicity of cultures, and you can experience the different languages and the traditions, etc. But there's 56 ethnic groups, and a lot of them have their own special local dialects. But Mandarin Chinese is typically the language understood and spoken in this country. Some of the major cities, probably I think a lot of you have already traveled to. There's Beijing, up here in the north. Have anyone climbed the Great Wall? Yes. Most of you. And also we have Xi'an, the city of Xi'an, the home of the terracotta soldiers. And along the Yangtze River, this is the Yangtze River right here, we have the city of Shanghai, near the mouth of the river. We also have the city of Wuhan, a great large industrial business center. And that was actually where a lot of you were supposed to embark on our ship. And these are the three gorges right here, and the city of Chongqing. That's our destination. So those are some of the major cities in this country.
Most of the rocks in the Three Gorges area are ocean sediments like limestone and sandstone and shale. But except where the site of Sandoping, it is made of granite bedrock, and that's very hard, stable rock, and that's why they chose the site to build the Three Gorges Dam. And another reason is because it would be really hard to build a very long dam across the Three Gorges because it's so narrow, very narrow river channel here. But at the site of Sandoping, it's a very wide, broad river channel where the mountains drop out and the river channel widens dramatically. So that allows... one of the passengers just asked us, what is that triangular white marker we see on the right-hand side? On the right-hand side, you see a white triangular marker. That there with the white marker is the northern bank. So these markers are battery operated, and at night we can see lights flashing on these markers. So there's a green light flashing on the white marker, and there's a red light flashing on the red marker. So that tells the captain, where the river banks are, how close he's sailing to the side of the banks. So very useful.
What's the width of the wire?
About here? This is about, I believe, over 100 meters. Yeah. Very detailed, and keeping down a lot of the cultural relics here. Trying to take it out and place them on higher ground. Having their research and like conservation outside.
So we were built in Germany, and we've been sailing on the Yangtze River since early 1994. And our ship, we are one of the 5-star cruise ships owned by China Regal Cruises. Probably if you look out the window, you can see one of our sister ships. So that is Princess Jeannie. So please don't wander off over there and forget to come back, because they are exactly the same as us. So that is one of the 5-star cruise ships owned by China Regal Cruises. And this, I think, is the best trip of the whole cruise. What are you going to do? Well, don't get Badong. And we will transfer everybody into a ferry boat. And a ferry boat will take you up this very beautiful stream called the Shenong Stream. And then we will transfer you into an even smaller boat called the Peapod boat. Why do we call it the Peapod boat? Because, the shape of the boat is like a pea pod. Like the peas that you eat. And when everybody sits in it, your heads look like peas in a pod. So we can probably put in about 15 peas in one pod. So it's like a little sampan. So the little Peapod boat will take you into the Shenong Stream, and it's very beautiful. It's a great trip. For one reason is because sailing on the open Yangtze, there is a lot of noise and pollution. But in the Shenong Stream, it's very peaceful, very beautiful environment. So also, you will have a chance to see some wildlife, like monkeys, rhesus monkeys, and goats and sheep. So it's a really nice trip for the scenery. Another reason why it's a fantastic trip is because, back in the past, in the 1800s, when they had no engines or steamboats sailing on the Yangtze, how did the people manage to make their way on the Yangtze River? How did they sail? They had, yes, trackers, very good. Trackers, they had the naked men pulling the boats. with the bamboo rope. So as many as 400 of the men will be using manpower to pull the boats with bamboo rope. So bamboo mixed with water is very, very strong material. So they have the bamboo rope pulling the boats. So your boatmen are going to get off the peacock boats and they will reenact how they used to travel on the river back in the past. So they're going to use bamboo rope and pull the boats for you. So that's amazing. But they will not be naked, by the way. They will not be naked. But don't be so Yes, sir, in the back.
If I'm not going to be naked, I'm not going.
When you see it, you go, ooh? No. Good guess, though. But you're kind of right, because this is actually my favorite gorge, and it's the prettiest of all the three gorges. And you see a lot of, usually you would see a lot of cloud and mist swirling at the top of the mountain peak. And just the layers of the mountain. It's almost like you're sailing into a Chinese watercolor painting. So it's that beautiful. If you look at the left over there, as you all know, we're actually in the reservoir area. Does anybody happen to have your wallet with you? If you do, can you try to look for a 10 yuan? Because the entrance to Chuti's Gorge is so famous that this is actually printed on your Chinese 10 yuan. So I'll pass this around. Pass it around. But just make sure it gets back to me. And there's a little... Actually, I've gotten it back every time, so that just proves how honest our passengers are. There's a little boat printed on there. There's also a little boat on the Chinese 10 yuan. So that's rumored to be our ship.